It's always a super exciting time when a new makeup product is released, but I cannot count the amount of times I have finally got my hands on the new hyped makeup and I've gone, is that it? Is that all I'm getting? It's not much, it's not giving what I dreamed and hoped and prayed for. And now, I know times have changed, okay? I know, I'm aware. This is my makeup aesthetic. It's very out there, it's very in your face. And I know that right now, the makeup aesthetic is very clean girl, very minimal, very toned down. That is not my makeup aesthetic, so maybe that's the reason why. But today, I want to cake my face in products that just didn't do it for me. They were hyped in all sorts of different ways. I've got really new products, really old products, a big mixed bag. I'm going to put them on my face and see if I have miraculously changed my mind or if I just still don't like them. I am still filming in my new studio. It is still a little bit echoey. I'm very, very sorry about that. I'm going on an anti-echo mission tomorrow. I'm going to get a rug. I'm going to get some curtains. I'm going to get it all. So I'm really hoping that this is one of the last videos that has this echoey noise. So I'm going to try and edit it out in editing. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, like and subscribe. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup, project panning, get ready with me's, all that fun kind of stuff. And if that sounds like a good time to you as well, then definitely stick around, join the little family. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really think that we can do it if we just keep pushing. So who knows, maybe you could be the one. Who knows, who knows? All right, let's jump into this. I am wearing my boyfriend's fluffy hoodie because it has taken a turn for the worse here in the UK. It is cold. It is cold. Okay, so the first product that I'm going to use. Oh boy, I still am angry at this. This is the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. Now, this was raved about very recently, and when I say I was so excited to reach for this and to buy this, I bought this for a full face first impressions video, and I was severely disappointed. Let me tell you that for free. So I've tried this now with a brush and with a sponge, but you guys have said in the comments, use a damp beauty blender to apply this. So here we go. I've moisturized my skin. I don't use primer at all, really. I just don't like it. I've never had a foundation that doesn't work without primer. So I'm not going to change my whole routine and buy a whole extra category for one product. I saw this everywhere. When I say everywhere on the internet, it was insane. And no one had a bad thing to say about it. So I thought I was just like, I don't know, gaslighting myself into hating this. I don't know. Right, so normally I would use a brush straight off the bat. Normally I would actually dot it on, but it just dries. So I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. I wet this about 3 minutes ago. So I'm hoping that this works. I swore that the last time I wore this was going to be the last time that I wore it. But you know what? I'm still desperate. I'm still clinging on to hope that I can make this work. Well, it's definitely a lot better than it was, I think. The coverage still isn't there. Not for me, anyway. I have also taken my jangly bracelet off. Oh my god, I was editing a Get Ready With Me the other night. All I can hear was my jangly bracelet, so I'm so sorry about that. Okay, let's have a close look at this. Okay, this is so much better than it was. Like, so much better. All right, let me zoom you in. So last time, this looked really, really flaky, really, really horrible. It was literally coming off my skin. But this is looking a hell of a lot better. Oh, okay, maybe this is the way to go. I do feel like if you use a beauty blender, the coverage just kind of goes though. That's the thing. The coverage doesn't really stay very well, and that's always why I use a brush with these kind of things. I mean, if I'm having a really good makeup day, maybe, but I'm gonna try and layer this. When I've layered this before, it's not been good. So let me try again. But you guys who were saying use a damp beauty blender, you know what you're talking about. Let me tell you. I feel like I've used so much product though. When I use a brush, I do not use this much product. So I don't know. Pros and cons, I guess. If I can get this to work though. Okay. I was not expecting this. I have very, very dry skin, just for reference, and I know a lot of people were saying that this is not dry skin friendly. I agree. Even with this damp beauty blender, like, you're not getting that much coverage at all. And I don't know, I just don't want to change the whole way that I do my makeup routine for one foundation that's not even that great. This is by far the best it's ever looked on me as well. So that's good. Okay, my nose has been quite problematic recently, but that looks quite good actually on there. Maybe this is the way. Maybe. I still don't love the coverage, but my skin is playing up quite a lot right now. So yeah, that's surprising. I was very much expecting to put this on my skin and then just be like, no, still hate it. But you know what? Not that bad. It looks quite pale because I do, believe it or not, have a tan right now. But I'm not actually that mad. Okay. So I don't actually have a concealer that I really hate. I am really, really happy with my whole concealer collection. So I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and just kind of whack it everywhere, seeing as that foundation didn't do much coverage-wise. I am breaking out so bad right now. I don't know why. My skin was so good last week. Like, this time last week, my skin was amazing. But now, I don't know. I don't know what's happened. I am starting to see like a slight scaliness. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but on my forehead, it is breaking up quite a lot. I don't know. This is the problem that I had last time. It was kind of breaking up. I hope that you can see that on my forehead there, because that should not be happening. And this is exactly the reason that I did not like this. I seem to be the only one that this happens to, and I just don't understand why. I've seen so many reviews of this. No one else has this issue. I just don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to move on. So the powder that I'm going to use today is one I've been going back and forth on for the longest time. Do I like it? Do I not like it? I don't know. Some days I do, some days I don't. It is such a finicky powder, and for the price, I don't want to have a finicky powder. This is the By Terry Hyaluronic powder, and it has hyaluronic acid in it to kind of hydrate. However, I have two gripes with this. First of all, the packaging is horrendous. For the price, I think it's over £40. The packaging could be Revolution packaging. It's so thin, it's so plasticky, it's not nice. And then also, if you put the slightest bit too much on, it just makes you look like a white ghost. So it's going to be interesting to put this on my face because I do have a tan. I'm putting that in quotation marks because I'm still pasty white. And I'm just going to pop this under my eye. I'm not using a wet sponge for this. I'm just using a dry one. I find that that helps quite a lot more. But you know what? It is like, it's nice, but it's finicky. Like, I can see it. And I shouldn't be able to see it. But I remember everyone was absolutely raving about this thing when it first came out. I bought this in TK Maxx, which maybe it's expired. Maybe that's why it doesn't work well for me, because I would not put it past TK Maxx whatsoever. But it just makes my under eyes look so white. It's not even like a brightening thing. It is just like white, and it's so difficult to try and get off. I will say it feels gorgeous. It really does. But for a super high-end powder, come on. Like, it shouldn't be so finicky. Surely not. I don't know. This is one that I kind of threw in here just because I didn't really have another powder to test. It's something that I'm not raving about. I used to rave about this all the time, but now I don't know, I'm just not I'm not great. I'm gonna try and powder my forehead to try and set that scaling. I don't want it to get even more scaly. This could have the opposite effect though. Who knows? Yeah, I feel like it's just kind of set that scaling down, and my under eyes I don't know if that's a me problem or if it's the powder problem, but my under eyes are very wrinkly today. Very wrinkly. I don't know if the like hydration aspect of this has worn off, because it's dry. It's very dry. Like, yeah, it feels nice, but wow. I look old. So let's move on swiftly. So I'm going to talk about a bronzer, and again, I got this in TK Maxx, which take with a pinch of salt. Take with a pinch of salt. I've definitely stepped back from buying things from TK's just because you'd never know how long it's actually been there. You don't know how expired it is. It can be expired, which is just to even think about. No. But I'm going to use my Kevyn Aucoin Neo Bronzer today, and this again was raved about by the luxury beauty girlies for the longest time. And when I saw it in TK Maxx, I was like, oh my god, I've got to buy it, I've got to buy it. Everyone loves this, and it's fine. The packaging does feel kind of cheap, like it just, I don't know, that it doesn't stay put. There is a mirror in here, which is nice, but it's just like fine. It's not world changing. I don't really know how you could make a bronzer like absolutely revolutionary and incredible and amazing, but when I think about my favorite bronzers, do they work the same as this? Yeah, but to be honest, it's the experience. So I'm thinking about the Kiko bronzer. It is so beautiful. The packaging, the presentation, and I think when it comes to things like this, when it comes to cheek products, it's very, very easy to make a good cheek product, I think, and it's just brown powder. So you've got to do something more. This is just fine. Do I have Revolution products that do the same thing? Yeah. I just don't like, I don't know. For something for me to be like, oh my god, this is incredible, insane, beautiful, gorgeous, it's gotta have something more than just like behaving how it should. There is a slight glowy side, but it is right in this little corner here, so you're not really going to get much of that unless you really just focus on this outer part. The gradient's quite cute, I guess, but it's not something that I would like rave about. Maybe I just don't get luxury makeup. That could definitely be the thing, because yeah, RRP for this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I think I got this for about £10, and even then I'm mad. Like, it's fine. I don't really know what I was expecting, though, with this one, because it is a bronzer, it does the job. I could see the packaging was just, like, fine. I don't know. Just underwhelming. That's what I'm getting. It's just a bit, whatever. So I actually have two blushes. I have the one that I'm gonna wear today, and I also have an honourable mention. So the honourable mention is the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush, but I'm not gonna wear this today because I have used this in so many videos with like the makeup I hate kind of theme. So I didn't want this to be too repetitive, but I just really don't like cream products. I don't enjoy them. I tried so hard to love them, and I think this is just a category of this video in itself. Cream products, I've tried my best. I really don't like them though. They're not something that I'm going to gravitate towards. They're not something that I'm going to love and cherish. Same with like liquid products as well. No, I've tried my best. I know everyone loves them. I just really, really don't. This and my cream bronzer will be decluttered in my end of year declutter series during Vlogmas, which is coming up very close. Every day I feel like we're closer and closer to Christmas and Vlogmas, which is crazy to me, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. But the blush that I'm going to talk about today is something a little bit different, and maybe I'll get some hate on this. This is the MAC Peaches blush, and it's very similar to the Kevyn Aucoin bronzer. It's just fine. Like, there is nothing special about this whatsoever. The packaging is boring. The product is boring. Like, yes, I bought it and I could see the packaging before I bought it, but the hype for this was insane, and I thought I would have some kind of makeup awakening when I put this on my face, and I just didn't. It's a powder. It's a pink powder that goes on your cheeks. I don't really know, again, what I was expecting with this. Was I expecting a house deposit to appear in my bank account. I don't know, but it's just like fine. It's so boring. I find MAC so boring, apart from their like Christmas collections, which are kind of cute. But this, when I say this has been raved about for years. It's fine. It's nice. Like, yeah, it's cute. It's neutral. It's everyday. But like, it's so similar to anything else you can get. And I just don't get it. I don't know. I think I'm just realizing for something to be truly special now in the market, the packaging has to be on point. The theme has to be on point. There has to be a whole story around the collection. The embossing has to be amazing. And this is just boring. So boring. Oh my god, yawn. I'm going to yawn. Okay, so highlights next. And again, I have an honorable mention. I'm not going to wear it today because I have done a video. It was called Giving These Awful Makeup Products One Last Chance. And funnily enough, this foundation was in there and shocker, I've given it another chance because so many of you were saying that I needed to use it with a damp sponge. So I was like, you know what? Fine, I'll do it. And I mean, I'm kind of glad that I did, but also it's just fine. But the Becca Moonstone highlight, I did use it in that video. I'm not putting this on my face. This is being kicked out at the earliest possible opportunity. I hate it. If you wanted to see me use this, definitely go and check out that video that I just mentioned. It is nothing. It is... Hello? Where? Oh, it looks nice there. Damn it. When you swatch things, it always looks nice, but then I've just blended it out a bit and it's nothing. Everyone hyped this so much and I just don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I have no idea. So, hate this with a passion. I actually feel personally attacked by this. Hate it so much. But the highlight that I'm actually going to use today comes from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Italian Summer Face Palette. This was going absolutely viral a few years ago and it was over £50. Are you kidding me? And I have actually replaced the highlight from this palette, but when I say the original was disgusting, it was disgusting. So technically this isn't the original, like I said, but let me describe the original, okay? It was thick, it was just dense, it looked like a layer of just like dry skin on your face, even though you put a highlighter on so you think it'd look like dewy and glowy and nice. No, it was just horrible. It was so thick and just cakey, and for £50, no. So this is not that. I got rid of that. I kind of wish that I'd have kept that one just because of like reference and stuff, but I'm not about to keep a highlight in my collection that I absolutely hate, so I'm going to put this on instead. This is actually from Revolution originally. Like, look at that. Yes. So pretty, so blinding, so gorgeous. Love it. But yeah, the original, I just don't get this. Do not get this. For £50. £50. No. And one of the products is absolutely abysmal. Absolutely not. I was so excited as well because the Anastasia highlights are so nice normally. The glow kits were viral for a reason. The Amrezy highlighter, there was like an icy yellowy highlighter that was really popular. So I was really looking forward to this and it was abysmal. Okay, so normally I don't do brows on my channel. Normally I just go off camera, I put eyeshadow in my brows because that is what helps me, that is what I do. However, I do have a brow product and I'm scared of it. This is my NYX The Brow Glue, and this was released in a time where kind of soap brows were doing the rounds. Now I have very thick natural brows, so soap brows look ridiculous on me, but you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna put it to the test because everyone really, really loved this brow product. And I don't know if it's just my brow type, but I did not. So I'm gonna go. Normally I use this as a glitter glue. I know I've said this a few times in multiple videos. If you're looking for a good glitter glue and you don't have the money or you don't want to go out and buy one, use a brow glue. It is the same thing. It keeps the glitter on all day. It is great. That is what I use this for now. So I'm just gonna, even the feeling of this, I don't like it. I can't remember the last time I put brow glue on. It's just weird. It looks so strange. Ugh. My brows look like a hedgehog. This definitely is a glue because my brows are not going it feels so sticky. Ugh. When I try and move my face, I hate it. I don't like it. Maybe it's just like, I think it's just brow glues in general. Because no. No. I hate it so much. I'm going to have to do the other side as well. Oh, no. It just feels like I've put PVA glue in my brow. I don't know how people do this. Ugh. Oh my god, I hate. It looks shiny as well. Ugh. No. No, I'm putting it down. Ugh. It goes through me. It just like really... it really goes through me. I really don't like that at all. My brows feel crispy. No, absolutely not. Alright, so next I'm going to talk about some products that I've definitely spoken about before in a negative way. These gaslit me so badly. These are the P. Louise bases. I thought I had very oily eyelids. I don't. It's just these. These are the oiliest eye bases in the world. They would crease on me instantly. Like before I'd even finished doing my makeup, I had creases for days. And these, I don't understand how these were hyped. I did have the original, the skin color one as well. I somehow went through that whole thing. And these are what's left. I just can't do it. So I have a yellow, a green, and a blue. I think I'm just going to prime normally with the yellow because it doesn't really look yellow. It just kind of looks like a normal eye primer color. And I'm going to see how long it takes this to crease. I'm guessing like not long, maybe 10 minutes. I do have very creasy eyelids and maybe that's why this just doesn't work for me. Maybe if you have absolutely no eyelid crease, these would work great for you. But if you have any kind of eyelid crease, I'd run for the hills when it comes to this one. It's just, no. I am very interested to see how long this will last because I really don't think it's going to last long at all. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I keep trying to make this work because all the makeup girlies are telling me that it's the best thing ever. I see Lauren May Beauty, I see... Oh no, Morgan Turner, that's her name. I nearly forgot her name then. How dare I? Blasphemy, I know. Morgan Turner loves this. Lauren May Beauty loves this. Angelica Nyqvist loves this. And I just can't get on board. This is Natasha Denona. And I have 3 palettes from her today. So I have the Glam palette here, which is obviously more of a brownie neutral taupey palette, and then I have 2 of the mini palettes, the Natasha Denona Mini Star and the Natasha Denona Mini Trio Chrome. So these are 3 palettes that I've tried from her and I can't get on board with them. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna start with the Glam palette. I'm gonna start with, something that I've learned and I'm gonna try and do it today. I think one of the reasons that I really didn't like this palette to begin with is because I was starting with the darkest shade and then going and building to the lighter shade, which is what I normally do when I do my eyeshadow. I've never ever had any eyeshadow not like that. I've never had any problems doing it like that. So today I'm going to do it the opposite way and see if that works. So I was going to start with Lash Line, but I'm actually going to start with Transition, which is this super light shade. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to hope that this is creasing already. It's literally creasing already. It wasn't even 10 minutes. Didn't even get 10 minutes in. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have started with a yellow base because we're doing a cool tone eye look, but you know what? That's fine. I did not think that far ahead. So these shades, I just don't feel are that pigmented either. Like, they're fine. I wore this to a funeral and I've worn this to like a family function event. But other than that, it's just like, I don't know, I'd rather pick other things to wear. I'm just going to try and blend out those creases from that base as well. I can't believe it took that little amount of time to see that crease come through. That is actually shocking. We've got a transition shade on. Then I'm going to go into crease, which is this slightly darker shade. What I also am struggling with this palette as well is that there's only really two color stories. So there's this like smoky gray and then there's this like brown. And I feel like I only ever reach for either 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. It's never very like creative. I don't know how creative you can be with a neutral palette though. So maybe that's just me being, you know, being me. Okay, I think that going in with the lighter shade first was definitely a better idea because that seems to be working a hell of a lot better. I'm going to bring those shades on the lower lash line as well. I don't know, I just think if I was using this for the first time and I didn't know how much it cost, would I put it at that cost? No. But you know what? It does work a lot better building it this way. Maybe I'm the problem. I actually do quite like the effect that that yellow base gave. It's just given a slightly like murky kind of tone to the eyeshadow, which is kind of different. I quite like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with lash line, but I am not putting it in my lash line. I'm going to put it on the outer corner. I don't know. I just feel like I have palettes that are easier to work with. I don't think this is an easy palette to work with at all. I have worked with eyeshadow for years and I still struggle with this. So I don't know, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe it's me all along. But that is definitely looking a hell of a lot better now that I started with the lighter shade. I'm definitely gonna have to play around with this a lot more doing that because that looks a lot better. Yeah, maybe it's just me. See, you know what they say, if you don't die the hero, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And that is what this video is teaching me. So now I'm going to use the blue P. Louise base. I'm worried about this because we saw how long it took the yellow one to crease. I don't know how anyone does this, but we're gonna pop the tiniest bit on the lids just to try and get a little bit of a blue hint. And I'm gonna just tap this over the lid because if you remember, I do have the mini trio chrome as well. And if you're not new to my channel, you may know that blue and taupe is one of my absolute favorite color stories. So of course, I had to use some blue in this look today. I just don't understand why these can't just dry down. It's so strange to me. I think I put way too much on. Oh no. I'm just going to try and blend it out with that taupe brush. Why does it look so much darker though? That's what I want to know. What's happened there? That's so strange. The more you blend it out, the darker it gets. What? How? I very rarely use these as like bases. I normally just use them as like cut crease shades, but since discovering that these are the things making my eyes so gunky, I've been avoiding them like the plague. So yeah, this is definitely interesting to me. Okay, this is what we look like. Not loving it. Not loving it. And I know I'm not going to love it anymore because I'm going to use the mini trio chrome and I'm going to use the so-called trio chrome shade. I really hope this gives me something. I think what I don't like about this shade is how like satin it is. It has got no shimmer in it at all. And it's just like, ugh. Like, do you see the shimmer in that? No. No, I don't. I just don't. Oh, if you're gonna have a shimmer, make it a shimmer. Make it shimmery. It's just not. Makes me so sad. Oh, like I can see the flip, but it's just not shimmery. Give me some shimmer. You know what I might do, just because I'm really upset now? I might use maybe one of the Pastel Roses shades. This is the shade Endless Ocean. And this is kind of a similar blue to purple. Look at that. See, I'm sorry. This is what I'm talking about. See this, it has the exact same shift. It has the exact same colors pretty much. But look at the difference. Dull, boring, bland. Beautiful, sparkly, shimmery, iridescent. Just like, oh, stunning. It's not even the duochrome of it, because the Pastel Roses, it has the same kind of strength of duochrome. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see on camera, but the strength of the duochrome is the same. But this is just vibrant and so beautiful. Oh, I love it. You can get 20% off the Pastel Roses with Caitlin20, not affiliated. It's just for you to get some money off. And I truly just believe in this brand. It is so, so good. Yeah, I'm so much happier with this look now. Doesn't take much. Just a little bit, you know? Okay, so I'm going to use this lighter shade in the inner corner. You can see I have hit pan on a few shades in this palette. It was because this was in a project level up, and I used both of these shades like as kind of separate pops. I didn't really blend this palette together, so I just used this shade obviously as an inner corner, and then I used this shade as a wing, just because like I just don't like it blended together. I feel like it's so difficult to blend and I just don't want to deal with it, so I'm not. So now I'm going to go on to lips, and actually I want to give it a little bit of a shout out. Okay, so I realized when I got into the studio today, I actually don't have this lipstick with me, but it is my newest makeup purchase. I purchased the new Fenty Beauty, the like twist up gloss stick things that have been going absolutely viral. I don't think I like them. Let me explain. So I got the shade like Classic Fenty or something, and it looks gorgeous. When you first put it on, it looks beautiful, it looks stunning. Oh my god, like the effect, gorgeous. But it doesn't last that long. And I'm wondering, like, why does it not last very long? It lasts maybe like an hour and a half maybe, and even if I've not eaten anything or drank anything, just from talking, it would just like come off. I don't know if I got a bad one, I don't know, but I wanted to give that a shout out. I was going to use that. I really wanted to use that today, but it is in my bag at home. So I've used this so many times in these kind of videos. I don't really want to use it again because I just feel like it'll be repetitive. This is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. Don't like it. Dry. Looks green on me. Really good. So I'm just going to use a different lippy. Can you tell I'm like wanting this to be over now? So these aren't products that I don't like. So this is Fenty Flirt, and then I have the Revolution Pout Balm. I really love both of those products. So I'm going to go off, do my lashes, and then come back and give you a little bit of a debrief. All right, I'm back with the final look, and I actually don't think it came out too bad. I know we had a little bit of ups and downs in this video, but here we go. I know I talk about these a hell of a lot, but there is a part of me that just wants to love them. A part of me just wants to fall in love with everything that I spend my money on, and I'm sure you guys can relate. But let me know down below, what is a product the internet loves that you just don't? And I'd love to know all your thoughts and opinions. Is there something in this video that you absolutely love? Let me know down below. I think that would be such a cool discussion idea. And with that being said, this is it. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.